I know why manifesting a specific person is not working for you. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what that reason is and what you can do to shift it. Before I jump in, my chosen masterclass is on sale for like 48 hours only for just $22. That is 90% off. It's usually $222. The link is directly below in the description. If you want to check it out, I don't know if I'll ever put it at this price again, but I really want people to get a hold of this material that will teach you how to become someone who is chosen. And by becoming someone who is chosen, you will manifest being chosen in your reality. Okay, why is manifesting a specific person not working for you? This gets really tricky, and people are so sensitive in this area, and I get it because I have at points in my life had a specific person that I was not with. So I understand how vulnerable it can be. I currently have my husband, who definitely is my specific person, obviously, because that's the person who I'm constantly manifesting in my current reality, right? So I get how sensitive this specific person content can be, but I think it's really important for you to hear. The only reason we don't create things in our reality is because most of the time we are thinking thoughts that are contrary to having that desire. So what that means, if you're manifesting a specific person, is most of the time you are thinking some sort of version of, I'm not with them. They're not with me. They don't want me. They don't love me. I'm alone. I'm not loved. And it could be a variety of thoughts in this area, right? But some version that is contrary to this person showing up in the way that you want and loving you, you are spending more time thinking about how they don't do that than how they do. That's the problem. If you were to start training yourself to think as though you are loved, you are shown up for, they are loving you, they are showing up for you, all of the above, your 3D is going to change to match what you dominantly think and eventually believe about what you're receiving. This is it. I can apply this to my own relationship, and it's if I am spending a lot of time thinking about how my husband is not doing the things I want, what do you think I experience with him? I experience him not doing the things I want. If I spend more time thinking about what an incredible man he is, what a great father he is, how I love him so much that he's my soulmate, that he's the perfect person for me, that he's literally, if that's what is saturating my inner world, and that's really what I believe, what do you think I'm going to see in him? He's going to be that Prince Charming. Okay? You can't see something that is contrary to what you are always telling yourself. This is how Neville Goddard taught manifesting, that everything filters through your perspective. Everything filters through your perspective of what's happening. So if you are holding a contrary perspective when it comes to your specific person, or when it comes to relationships, or when it comes to love, a contrary perspective that says, I'm not getting love, I'm not getting the person I want, I'm not receiving all the things I want, I'm not loved, I'm not chosen, I'm not cherished. Some version of that could be they're not showing up. Maybe you're not focused on yourself, but maybe it's they're not showing up. Same thing. It's all under the umbrella of I'm not in this relationship and I'm not being chosen. And there's no way around how to get the new reality. If you look on YouTube, everyone's teaching it the same way. They just say a different thing. Or you look on, even read Joe Dispenza or even Abraham Hicks. It's all the same thing. Everyone's saying the same thing. And what essentially people are saying, I'll say it through my way of teaching, my perspective, my language of manifesting is, you have to dominantly start thinking about yourself and eventually become the version of you who's getting what you want. The way you become that version of you is actually pretty simple. It's what I teach in all my courses. It's exactly what I teach. There are millions of manifesting techniques, not really, but there's lots of them, hundreds. And you want to do manifesting techniques that takes you out of this version of you, I'm not getting what I want, and puts you into the version of you, I am getting what I want. It's here. Some people prefer affirmations. Some people prefer inner conversations or all the things. I like all the techniques. I think they kind of offer something different. So in most of my courses, you're gonna experience a lot of different techniques because that's how I like to learn. I don't just do affirmations, but you can just do affirmations. Just tell yourself that you're getting what you want. You're getting what you want. You're in the relationship. You're so happy in the relationship. You feel so loved. You feel so cherished. You want to probably be imagining that you're getting what you want from a few different angles, from the angle of self. I'm a beautiful woman receiving this love. I feel so confident. I feel so cherished, adored. Tell yourself. As a reflection of what that you want. Okay. Tell yourself that you're in this amazing relationship, that your person is showing up, loving you, surprising you, making you feel happy, making you feel worthy, whatever it is. You got to figure out like the specific wording of what you really want. And then just tell yourself that that's happening. Script it out. Do inner conversations where you hear your person saying these things to you. Do whatever it takes, but do the work. You have to do the inner work. There's no way around that. I don't know what to say. There's no way around that. Watching videos is not going to be enough. You got to watch the videos, and I just told you what to do. Now you have to apply it. So if you want to apply specifically this, I suggest my $22 course because I don't have any other courses that are less expensive than that, and that's only lasting for probably one more day. Or, jump into one of my bigger courses and I'll take you through exactly how to do it. But that's the thing, there is no getting around it. You have to start telling yourself new stories. And you have to start telling yourself those new stories enough so that they actually start to kind of sink in. And you will start to believe them. You may not believe them now, but will eventually start to believe them when you're practicing enough. Okay? If you want to be chosen by anyone you want to learn exactly what I would do to create that reality, watch this video next, and I'll see you soon.
assumes that every single thing in your life you have because your thoughts create it. So in a gut state, think it and be it. It's like, yeah, well,
in a straight jacket just to make sure I never coach another human again. The law of attraction is total bullshit in my book. Yeah, there, I said it. I know any moment now the self-help police are going to show up on my doorstep and put me in a straight jacket just to make sure I never coach another human again. In the past decade or so, a whole lot of popularity has come around this idea of the law of attraction. They wrote that book about it and did that really strange documentary about it called The Secret. And there's a whole lot of credence thrown around with this idea that if you ask the universe nicely for what it is you want, that the universe will conspire to make it manifest for you. Ugh. So by this thinking, all you need to do is to pull up into the cosmic drive-thru of life and ask for what you want and pull up to the next window. Sounds like a really sexy concept, right? Let's test it out. What I'd like you to do is go outside into a crowded area and then ask the universe to have a bunch of people send you $100 bills and just visualize them throwing this money at you. You can see it and you can visualize it and say it out loud. People love that. And you're asking for the $100 and see how it goes. Anything yet? No? How about now? You want some fries with that? Here's how so many of us got sucked into this nonsense. I have to admit, it's a really yummy idea. The idea that the universe has your back and wants so desperately for you to live and flow with it and to help you get all the things you want just because you asked really nicely and I mean, you're a good person and all. If the law of attraction is a real thing, then it would mean all of your goals are much more easily attainable. It would mean that we live in a world where there's some sort of magic wand or pixie dust or unicorn poo or whatever that is out there to help us, to make our lives better, to help us achieve more. That just sounds so amazingly wonderful and a little bit self-entitled, don't you think? I hate to break it to you, but the universe or whatever it is you want to call the bunch of particles in the world, there's no entity out there just sitting on the edge of its seat waiting to hand you everything that you want just because you asked really nicely and you seem like a nice person. Life simply doesn't work that way, nor should it. So unless you ardently also believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, I think it's time that you let this one go. So why am I talking about this? I mean, this seems like naysaying. If you're a law of attraction student or a law of attraction coach yourself, by the way, I've coached many of you, I know that you're insulted by this and I don't want to offend you, but I want to tell you how I think the law of attraction ideology and this concept is hurting the coaching industry. In my not so humble opinion, the overwhelming popularity of the law of attraction is just a really big case of groupthink gone very, very, very wrong. Early in my career, when I started in 2006, people were already talking about this. But then The Secret came out and everybody was talking about this. Oprah was talking about this. And we all have to listen to the Queen of O. So it started out as a positive thinking movement, really contributing to the coaching world, slowly but surely devolved into an elaborate hoax, packaged and presented by a bunch of self-appointed gurus who now can tell you what you need for your spiritual practices as soon as you click the PayPal button. And once the law of attraction became a thing, which ironically is about the time that social media became a thing, the coaching industry jumped on it. They leapt to this opportunity. And some of the smartest people I know, people I absolutely love and respect, are hardcore ardent believers. It became this inescapable ideology that we were all expected and assumed to subscribe to. And that's exactly when the coaching industry started being perceived as a bunch of fluffy mumbo jumbo. Instead of being pushed to be your very best and really dig into how you're holding yourself back, law of attraction coaches started to coddle you with all kinds of law of attraction based platitudes and mantras designed to make you feel good, but not actually change anything. And to make matters worse, on the flip side, if you weren't achieving what you want, it wasn't because you weren't doing something about it, it's because you didn't believe enough. As a coach, this is heartbreaking. Look, if you want to believe in this concept, believe. I'm not taking it away from you. If you want to believe in unicorns, go ahead with your badass self. You do you. I'm all for that. My point is that as coaches, it is not our place to tell other people what to believe. You do you. My job is to support you, to push you, to hear you, and point out what you're not hearing about yourself. Not to proselytize some pseudo-spiritual belief system that I believe you need to buy into in order to work with me. Positive thinking is plenty powerful. I'm all for positive thinking. Don't get it twisted. I wrote an entire book, and my entire coaching practice is about the thoughts in your head. Now, specifically about the thoughts that Hilda puts in your head, that horrible cartoon character that lives in your brain. But what I do, I admit, is ridiculous. In the law of attraction world, we don't admit it's ridiculous. We take it at face value that it just is. And I want to allow the folks out there who are listening to the sound of my voice right now to question that. Visualizing is something that pretty much every coach, including me, encourages. Because if you can visualize something, then that means you can articulate and identify what it is you want. I'm all for that. So by all means, visualize yourself getting a standing ovation after an amazing speech, signing a bunch of books with a line of people waiting for autographs because you finally published that book. Visualize yourself doing that thing that you do so well, but then go and put the legwork in and get it done. And don't expect some kind of cosmic drive-through to hook you up in the meantime. I'm on a mission to shatter this belief
So often in life, we don't get what we want. This happens both to our small and large goals. For instance, maybe you're out of almond milk for your coffee one day. You have a specific brand you love, but when you get to the store to buy more, they're all out. This is a small goal. On a larger scale, maybe you have your eyes set on a promotion at work. So you apply, you interview, you feel as though the job is yours, and then later you find out that it was given to someone else, maybe even someone you don't like. Modern day pop culture self-help gurus tout the power of manifestation to surmount these sorts of larger obstacles like the promotion, but they completely neglect dealing with the smaller but exact same issues, for examples like the almond milk. Forgetting that the experiences of the almond milk and the promotion are the same, you vow to deal with what seems like the bigger issue, the job of your dreams. Buying into the pop culture sales tactic of the power of manifestation, You work hard to think only positive thoughts. You create vision boards and try your hardest to speak only what you wish were true. In the end, maybe you eventually get the job you want, but when the almond milk is all out at the store, you still pout and feel the deep internal discomfort of frustration at losing out again. This leads you to act this frustration out on your family and friends and even strangers. If the power of manifestation works in the way we're sold, then shouldn't you also be able to get the almond milk? Maybe the issue is that you should be trying to manifest the small things as well. Could that be it? The answer is no. The problem with pop culture manifestation gurus is that they don't deal with the core issues in your life. These are to drop expectations of physical, tangible outcomes and dive deep into the heart of how to manage your negative emotions, such that what you actually manifest are the superhuman powers of presence, adaptation.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Odin's Call YouTube channel where we talk about stuff. Today, I want to talk about the law of attraction. Some of you mystic types out there are about to get a little up. Hey, here's something. The law of attraction is real. It actually does work, but it's not the universe manifesting things for you. The law of attraction is not the universe responding to your thoughts. The law of attraction works because you set your intentions to things, and as a result of setting your attention to things, you intentionally or subconsciously begin to take the proper actions that bring those things into being. You know, one of the examples in the Secret movie that came out was this kid that really wanted a bike. And then he thought about it and he focused on it and he drew a picture of it and he made himself feel like he already had it, and then the bike appeared because grandpa bought it or something. Even though he told everybody he wanted a bike, and he acted right and he did the right things, and he demonstrated good behaviors, and the end result was that somebody went, well, I know little Tommy wants a bike. We should probably get him a bike. So yeah, is the law of attraction real? Yes. Is it mystical? No. Now, you could say, well, that's just your opinion. No, maybe it's just my opinion. But here's the reality. I'm going to share a little bit here. 8-9 years ago, somewhere in there, my family was in some stuff, right? Hard stuff. My wife was recovering from a brain surgery. My daughter was going through some really hard times, and it was tough. And I started to feel myself kind of just in the pits of things and having to and feeling like nothing was ever going to go right again. At one point, through a number of crazy circumstances that had nothing to do with our relationship, my wife needed to be back in Las Vegas with friends and family. And so I put her in a weekly hotel, and we lost the apartment that we were living in because I couldn't afford both.
lovegal.com and youtube.com/thelovegal. Hey guys, this is Amber with thelovegal.com and youtube.com/thelovegal and law-of-attraction-blueprint.com. You may or may not be familiar with my face, but I talk about the law of attraction and love and relationships and stuff like that. But today's video is very important because a lot of you are wondering, when are you going to receive your manifestation? Like when? And it feels like you've been waiting for so long and you feel like you've done the work and it just has not appeared yet. You're trying to figure out, what am I missing? I'm telling you, it's all about divine timing. Don't click off this video because that ain't what you want to hear. Let me explain it to you and give you a few pointers so you can move forward and really have some things to think about. I just want to get a show of hands first. If you were trying to manifest something and it has not came, you have not received it yet, give this video a like. I'm just trying to do a head count. Y'all struggling? You still waiting? You know it's coming, but you're still waiting? Give this video a like for me. The law, whatever you focus on and whatever you set your intentions on is what you will manifest into your life. Now, you may wake up one day and say, hey, I need $2,000 by tomorrow. And then you say, hey, universe, I need $2,000 by tomorrow. And then it doesn't come. You're like, why? One, it has a lot to do with the energy surrounding it. I touched on that subject before, but just to give you a brief synopsis, it's like if you were stressed or anxious or doubtful or you are not one with money, then it's not going to come when you need it to because you were stressing about it. That's not becoming friends with money. You need to heal your relationship with money before it comes to you effortlessly. Anyway, let's talk about divine time and really breaking it down for you. Number one, you will manifest when the people or things that are supposed to be there are removed. You're probably like, man, I've been trying to manifest the lottery. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to manifest this scratch off. I'm trying to manifest a new job. You may not want to hear this, but this is so true. Until you remove people who are not supposed to be blessed by your manifestation, the universe is going to hold it for you. It's going to hold it until you remove those people. I'm sorry if you hear my babies in the other room, they playing, and I'm not about to tell them be quiet because they having a good time with smiles on their face. For example, you may be in a relationship, you've been with this person for a minute. Now, I'm not saying this is your situation, but if it resonates, sorry. You know deep down this person is just not it. Deep down, you know this is not the one. They don't treat you right. They lazy. They on your couch while you go to work, and the universe wants you to move on. Because the universe, God knows what type of person that you are. It is a known fact that you want to bless everybody. You want to take care of people that you love. You want to look out for people. But some of the people that you want to look out for isn't deserving as of yet. They haven't put in the work. And they should not receive what you receive because you are a generous person. Take it from me. Everybody around me that knows me, I am a generous person. I like to take care of people. I'd rather buy somebody else something than buy myself something. Like I'm paying bills for people. It's just, that's the type of person I am. I didn't start getting blessed until I had a conversation with myself, God, and the universe. I said, please remove who is not for me in order to receive my new blessings. In order to receive my abundance, please, who no longer has my best interest. When I tell you people started dropping like flies, it may be your best friend, it may be your uncle, maybe your mama. You may have to distance yourself in order to receive what you are supposed to receive. Anyone else can't receive what you're supposed to receive. That's not for them. Divine timing. What many do not realize is You're like, why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it here yet? Man, like I'm waiting. It seems like it's just not coming. That's not true. Things are being done behind the scenes that you cannot see. People are being put in place. Certain things are happening. I don't know what kind of household you were raised in, but my mother is super religious. I'm talking about to the point where her password is like Jesus 79. I'm exaggerating, but it's like that. You feel me? Every minute is praise him, praise God, amen. Won't he do it? Nothing wrong with that. Pray for you randomly. We're on the way home. Amen. We're not even there yet. I know I'm going to say amen again. All right. Anyway, my mother always told me walk by faith and not by sight. Meaning, you have to keep the faith because you know it's coming and not get frustrated because it didn't come when you wanted it to come. The universe, God is going to give you the best possible outcome. And it's not going, sometimes it's not on your timeline. That's where impatience comes in. The battery pack that's going to bring you your manifestation is good vibrations. You cannot start getting impatient and doubting because when you doubt, it's like, oh, all right, I'm done. You don't need it, forget it. You don't even believe in me, so why should I give you, what you're asking for? Another thing is that you have not healed fully from things you need to heal from. That's part of it, part of the game. You have to elevate to your highest self, become the best version of yourself. All of us are dealing with trauma that we don't talk about. We're dealing with pain that we try to brush under the rug. It's time to get all that stuff that's up under your rug, face it, you go to therapy, talk to people about it, and really try to heal before you get your overflow of abundance. And abundance, I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about love, I'm talking about just a happy life. Abundance can mean whatever it means for you. But until you really come to terms with yourself and say, hey, I need to heal from this so I can move forward and receive what I'm supposed to be receiving. That's what happens when you choose not to heal. You're going to keep being put in situations that are going to trigger the trauma and the pain that you have been through in the past. And every time you repeat this cycle, the universe is telling you, I'm going to keep putting you in this position until you learn and heal. And then once you heal, you're going to be able to move forward and you're not going to have to go through this no more. Like, example, you looking for love, but you keep ending up in a relationship with somebody who's doing you wrong and triggers certain things in you. Why? Because you have not healed that part of you. So you're attracting that type of person over and over and over again. Me personally, I had to heal, and I'm still healing from my abandonment issues from my childhood. Still healing from it. But I recognize it, and it's something that I cannot keep pushing to the side and be like, oh, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Because when certain things happen, I'm upset. And I'm on the verge of tears. And any little thing where I feel like somebody about to leave.
When you have been manifesting your specific person for 3+ months and you see little to no movement with your SP manifestation, it's safe to say that you don't need to persist for even one day longer because it's obviously not gonna work. You don't need to do more viral manifesting techniques like the whisper method, writing his name down on a piece of paper and hope for the best. And you also don't need to do any more affirmations because those are just gonna be a waste of your time. This is where most of my clients find me. They're like, I'll do these things for months and nothing is working. And the one reason for why things haven't been working for them is because they haven't focused on impressing the subconscious with that desired end result, with that new tape, what they actually want to experience with their specific persons, right? Because I can guarantee you that the moment your subconscious mind is impressed with that new tape, that's your specific person will choose you within weeks. I see this time and time again with thousands of my clients that have signed up for my Manifest Your Specific Person program.
You know what? Fine. If you're not gonna manifest your SP, I'm just gonna do it for you. Right here, right now, in this video. Because I am tired of watching you doubt yourself. I want your SP to come to your doorstep now. Right now. I am tired of seeing you spiral. I'm tired of you asking, how do I live in the end? When is my SP coming? So you know what? I'm taking over.
By the time you're finished watching this video, I would have manifested your SP for you. Not with you, but for you.
And when they text you, when they call you, I want you to come back to this video and comment down below, it worked. Because it will. So let's do this. Here's what I noticed after helping hundreds of thousands of people manifest their SP. Most of you are doing everything right. You've watched every video. You're doing all of the techniques. You know about the law of assumption, but you're still stuck. Why? Because you're trying too hard. You're forcing the visualization and then you're asking where it is. You are not stepping into the state of someone who is already in a relationship with their SP. You're doing all this work and then all of a sudden you're stepping back and you're asking, where is it? That's you operating as the version of you who doesn't have their manifestation. I get it. When you want to manifest someone back so bad, when you want to be with them so bad that it hurts, you can't sleep at night, when you see them with someone else or they're ignoring you, it feels impossible to assume that they're already yours. How do you feel loved when you feel rejected? How do you feel chosen when you feel abandoned? How do you live in the end when the 3D is showing you the complete opposite? That's why I'm doing it for you today. Because there's a secret no one talks about. It's called contemplation. Not visualization, not affirmation, but contemplation. And I'm going to contemplate your success into existence right now. But before I do that, I need to tell you something important. This video is going to shift your energy. It's going to plant that seed. But if you're serious about manifesting your SP back, if you're tired of watching random videos and hoping that something sticks, you need a system. That's why I created my complete Manifest Your SP course. Look, I could keep making free videos forever, and I will. But my students who actually get their SP back, they've implemented one system. They're not going back and forth between videos and different creators. In this course, you will get direct step-by-step systems where you will learn how to live in the end with your SP instantly. The state will feel natural. Techniques for when you're spiraling so you never fall off track. Affirmations that actually reprogram your subconscious mind. Meditations designed specifically for SP manifestation. And journal prompts that release all of those limiting beliefs. This is the exact system that has reunited thousands of couples. The link is in the description. And if you're joining the second that I'm manifesting your SP for you, that means you're getting a double dose of that energetic alignment. Okay, so now let me manifest your SP for you. So, what is contemplation and why is it the secret that changes everything? Contemplation is different from visualization because it doesn't require force. With contemplation, you're simply wondering, you're exploring. You're asking yourself, what would it be like? It's fun. And that small shift from forcing to wondering changes everything. That's where the magic happens. Think about it. When you try to fall asleep, you never actually do. But when you just relax into it, you drift off instantly. When you try to remember someone's name, it escapes you. But when you stop trying and just let your mind wander, it pops up instantly. Contemplation works the same way. You're not trying to manifest your SP. You're just gonna contemplate about how it would feel like if they were already yours. And I'm going to do it with you. But most importantly, I'm going to do it for you. And by the time this video ends, your SP will text, call, or literally show up at your door. Okay, close your eyes if you can. If you're driving, just try to soften your gaze. I'm going to set an intention right now, and this intention is going to cover every single person that is watching this video. Right now, I am contemplating that the person that is watching this video right now is going to experience a massive breakthrough. with their specific person. I am contemplating that within the next 72 hours, the person that is viewing this video is going to receive a text, DM, call, sign, or physical contact with their specific person. I am contemplating that your person is thinking about you right now as you are watching this. Now I want you to contemplate with me. Don't force anything. Just gently wonder, how would it feel like if I was in a relationship with my SP right now? What would it feel like if your SP texted you right now saying, I miss you? Not, I hope they text me, or I'm waiting for them to text me. Just, how would it feel like if right now they texted you saying, I miss you? I want you to literally pause this video and think about that for 5 seconds. What would it feel like to wake up with your specific person tomorrow morning? What would you see? What would you hear? What would you smell? Don't create it, just contemplate it. Wonder about it. Have fun with it. Literally, again, I want you to pause this video for 5 seconds and really think about that one. What would it feel like on your wedding day with this specific person? Not if you have a wedding day, when you have a wedding day. What would they say in their vows? How would they look at you? Are they gonna be crying? They freaking better be. Again, pause for 5 seconds and really think about it. What would your perfect day look like with your specific person? A picnic, a fancy restaurant, a night in at home? Just contemplate it. Let your mind wander naturally. Pause this video to do so. What would it feel like for your SP to say, I can't imagine being with anyone else but you? How would your body respond? Would you smile? Would you tear up? What would you say? I am contemplating. No, I am certain that this is your reality right now. Not in the future, right now. Not in the 4D, right now. Your SP is already yours. They are obsessed with you. You are already in that committed, loving relationship with them. The 3D has no choice but to catch up. And I'm making it my intention, no, my job, to make sure that it does. There. I just manifested your specific person for you. You don't have to do anything else. You just have to let it all unfold. If you haven't seen the video where I literally claim that your SP is coming back in 3 days, it is right here. Now, let me tell you why this actually works. When I contemplate your success, when I hold that vision for you, when I rampage, you can check all of my SP rampages up above. They're very popular. I release the resistance for you. Your doubt and questioning, fear and anxiety, those things are blocking your manifestations. I don't care what anyone else has to say about that. They are like walls between you and your SP. But when someone else holds that vision for you, someone with complete detachment in the situation, someone who has complete certainty, this makes it that it is done in this present moment right now, because I am shifting reality to make it so for you. It's like me holding the door to your state while you walk through it. The state of the wish fulfilled of you being in a relationship with your SP. I had a student who was manifesting a reunion by her birthday. She was so attached to the actual date that she was creating a massive resistance around it. So I told her, stop focusing on the date and more so focus on that feeling of you having a perfect birthday with your SP. Don't attach it to your specific birthday this year, but what would a perfect birthday look like? She did it. She contemplated it playfully. Well, her SP reached out 3 days later. They were back together before her birthday. But here's the wild part. She told me just 1 year ago, I would have given anything to be talking on the phone like this with him all of the time. And now it just feels natural. Like, of course we talk every day. He's my boyfriend. That is the power of contemplation. I've done this a million times for myself as well. The biggest example being I contemplating having financial freedom, and I was flying first class and traveling every 2 months, and that got me so excited, and I was having so much fun that it literally happened. It doesn't just manifest the outcome, it makes it inevitable and natural. That is what stepping into the state of the wish fulfilled feels like it was always meant to be. Okay, so I need to be real with you for a second. What we did in this video planted a seed and manifested your SP into your life. But if you want to ensure not only that your SP manifests into your life, but stays with you permanently, no flippy floppy wishy-washy energy, you need a system. Years struggling with this to try.
I'm Candace Chantel, a rapid manifestation coach who helps you manifest anything you want into your life faster, easier, with the fewest amount of steps possible. If you're a member of this community, you know manifesting isn't complicated, it's simple. So let's talk about today something that like plagues so many viewers, clients, whatever in the manifestation community. Why is my SP not conforming? I am literally at my wit's end. What can I do about my SP not conforming? Like, will they come on already? Well, this is going to help you out with that. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do now. So many people have this issue, right? I've seen clients will come who are like, most of the time when people sign up for my coaching, they've already like tried manifesting or they've learned about it from another YouTuber and they're like, okay, can you help me like try to get this to come into my life faster? And I always see the same things when people have the issue of their SP not conforming, not going into that final state of, you know, becoming who they want to be with them together, either in a relationship or, you know, just like some type of casual relationship, whatever it is that you want with them. The majority of the time, the problem is that you are solely focusing on that person. Okay. You're focusing on just having that person in your life in a certain way. And what you really need to be focused on is the types of behaviors and feelings that you want to have when you're with that person, the types of things you want them to, you know, reflect to you, how you want them to treat you, what you want them to say to you, the way that you want them to show up in your life. So what you're doing is you're not actually ruminating on the behaviors that you want to see, the feelings that you want to feel, and the outcome that you want to have. You are just hyper fixated on that person in general, showing you something, giving you something to let you know that that person is being pulled closer into your life, when really what you need to focus on is the overall outcome that you want. So, okay, I know that can be a little confusing. You might be like, well, the outcome is that I want them in my life. Like, okay, wait a minute. You think that's the outcome that you want? Is that what you really want? There are literally hundreds of reasons people might want an SP into their life. Like the most basic, simple ones are to be in a committed relationship, to get married, you know, friendship, whatever. Those are like the basic reasons. But you have to really go deep down and ask yourself, especially if you were in a relationship with this person before, you have to ask yourself, what do I want to see from them when they come into my life this time? Do you want to just draw them into your life and then have negative interactions with them, get back in the same fights and cycles that you had before, have them come in, jump out, jump in, jump out? Is that what you want to see? No, the outcome that you want is actually not just to draw them in. The outcome that you want is something deeper. It's you want them to treat you in a way that makes you feel like you're the only one in their life. You want them to treat you in a way, say things to you, show you behaviors that let you know that they care for you deeply. They love you. They only want to be with you. Whatever it is that you want, you know, whether it's you might be in a different phase. You want to move in together. You want them to show you that they are ready to build a future with you. Whatever it is that you want, it's not just the person. It's actually a behavior that you want to see from them that all boils down to how you want to be treated. So you guys know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this. It's not about the specific person. It's all about you. So if you want to see them conform and they're not conforming, you have to stop and ask yourself, have I been hyperfixating on the person and not the outcome or the behavior? And most of the time, that's yes. So I will say this, when I'm coaching my clients, we always do something where we like totally flip the script. You don't want to draw SP into your life. What you actually want is someone who, and this is just one example, communicates with you clearly, effectively, and consistently every single day. You know where you stand in their life. That's maybe that's what it is that you want. You want someone that you're not having to reach out to them and wonder like, oh, are they going to text me back? Am I being annoying? Do they want to talk to me? No, you want someone that reaches out to you, that takes the initiative, that shows interest in you constantly. So what that really boils down to is not having to say, of course you can say SP affirmations for that person, but that really boils down to is that you are a person who drives so much interest in people that they can't stay away from you. That you are a person who people know not to even talk to you, not to even try to pursue you unless they are serious, unless they know how to show that they're interested, because you are the type of person that if that's not what they're going to do, they're not even going to bother you anyway. You have to flip it. When your SP is not conforming, you have to ask yourself, what is it that I really want? And how can I turn myself into that person in order to bring everyone in my realm, to make them reflect that reality that I know about myself. So just as an example, if you're someone who constantly battles with an SP wanting to be casual, but you wanting to have a serious relationship, and maybe you've had this cycle in the past where everyone that you seem to date never wants to take it to that next level with you. You don't have to say SP affirmations that they want to be in a relationship with me. They tell me visualize that they're telling me I'm their girlfriend. You don't have to say any of those things. What you need to do is focus on the fact that you are a person who only deals with monogamous, committed relationships. You are a person. Become that person who doesn't do casual dates, who doesn't do casual flings, so that those two personalities cannot come together. Those two entities cannot come together. The guy who is treating you, who is seeing you like a casual fling, can't see you like that if you don't see you like that. If you see yourself as this ultimate prize, I only deal with people who know that I'm the only one and they are only committed to me. If you know that about yourself, if you conduct yourself in that way, then that is all that you will attract into your life. Remember, if you feel a certain way about yourself, and again, it always takes some uneasy truths to uncover, right? Maybe you do think that, okay, well, I'm the type of girl that people don't want to take into that relationship, that people don't want to take home to meet their parents. Then you have to do that inner work to tell yourself, no, you're not. You are whatever you choose to be, and you can choose to be it right now. Now, that does require. Now, again, you can do this just the same way that you can say SP affirmations. You can say these affirmations for yourself, just like I listed. Like, people who talk to me only want to deal with committed relationships. The people who talk to me always want to take me to the next level because they see exactly what I provide. They're just so interested in me, just like I am. I don't have to make any extra effort. It's just so crazy how the people that I meet always want to be in a relationship. And again, this is just like one example in the overall specific person sphere, okay? Like in the specific person universe, this is just one example of what you might want. But these are the types of things and affirmations that you can say about yourself every single day. But you also have to take some action in order to be that person. And that means setting boundaries to become that person. So if someone's trying to start a casual relationship with you, excuse me, I don't do those. Who did you think you were talking to? Like, literally be that person. Embarrass them if you have to, because how dare you come to me and think I'm about to accept that bottom of the barrel stuff? I'm not accepting that. Like, get out of here. You see what I'm saying? And the more that you become that person, the more that you embody that persona, the more that will literally just be who you are. We all know men, we all know women who it's like, dad, they always seem to get, even if they just left the relationship, they just found another awesome guy or girl to get with. Like, they're always constantly in a relationship. Why can't I find anyone that I can be with in that way? You can. You just have to embody that persona and be that persona. So if your SP is not conforming, remember, ask yourself, what is it that you really, really want? Do you just want them to text you crumbs every couple of days to let you know that they might be conforming? No, you want them to be consistent, clear communicators. So that means you have to turn into that person. Turn that lens on yourself and become what it is that you want them, that you want to see from them. All of the people I deal with contact me constantly. They know communication is important to me. And like, I just exude that. People just want to talk to me all the time. I don't have to beg for communication from the people that I deal with because it just comes natural to everyone. And what's going to happen is, yes, your SP is, because they're in your sphere, they're in your kind of like mind bubble of what you're doing, they're going to start conforming, but also other people who fit the criteria will also start to conform. And the way that you get what you want is not to hyperfixate on someone outside of you, outside of your reality. Okay, so if SP is not conforming, most likely you're hyperfixating. Turn the lens on yourself and let me know how that goes. If you guys want additional help, links are always in the bio. Bye.